Cone Man is famous, and no, I don't mean in a neighboring valley. I mean internationally. To understand this, I'll need to briefly explain the world of Sneaky Sasquatch. I originally thought Sneaky Sasquatch existed in its own world. It might have similarities to ours, like its own version of Canada, but that was it. The rest of the world could be anything, different continents, countries, etc. However, this was never the case. The bank statement that we signed to get a credit card specifically reads Canada NA. For those of you who may not know, that NA stands for North America, which includes over a dozen countries, including the United States as well as Mexico. Now, if we want to go further, the TV shows a wide view of an international map, seeming to feature continents such as Africa and at least parts of Asia. We know these places are important to the lore of Sneaky Sasquatch because occasionally a news ticker reading "International markets are up due to X, Y, or Z" will occasionally scroll by the TV. Now with this knowledge, we move forward with Cone Man. And in today's theory, we're going to be looking at his cones in particular. We know that these are specially imported from overseas and that Cone Man has literally bought so many that he couldn't afford to pay to expand his house. And the most important of all, one of these cones was loaned out to be put in the Louvre. What is this called?
Louvre.
Well, in short, it's a museum, and it's a really fancy one at that. This is the same museum that holds the Mona Lisa. The real question is whether it could be realistic for Cone Man's cones to be featured in this museum. And actually, this is 100% possible in today's world, because as of right now, there is an art piece called Traffic Cones, featuring a ceiling of white traffic cones jutting down at you. Those are white cones though, you may add, but the Cone Man has orange. Well, that's not really a problem either, because there are very few instances of white traffic cones used on the streets. Even the ones that look mostly white still have green, blue, yellow, or red to signify different meanings. So it is realistic to think Cone Man donated his orange cone to be stripped of its orange state and hung in the museum, especially if this is from overseas, so it's probably a higher quality cone anyway. There is one problem that causes this theory to crumble down. The artist who created this piece is named Thomas Heatherwick, and he was born in 1970. This means he would be 10 years old in the time frame of Sneaky Sasquatch. Now this could be problematic, but I don't think this actually invalidates the theory, as Sneaky Sasquatch exists in this weird space where the gas price can be $5.40 even though it's the 1980s. So it's not unreasonable to think that in the Sneaky Sasquatch universe, Thomas Heatherwick is just born earlier. Either way, let me know what you think of Cone Man's fame in the comments below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed and consider subscribing. I love you guys and I will see you in the next one.